Another thing is, you're not using a CD when you're teaching the first time. So it really helps if you're clapping. It's just to give something, give the students something to feel, okay? Because if you're not using the CD, you have to remind them, this is music we're doing, okay? This should be fun, something you can feel, something to grab onto. Another technique is echoing. While you're clapping and while you're telling the kids the small segments, very slowly have the children repeat the exact same segment after you. And you can do this once or twice until you feel the kids get it. This should all be done before you actually get to the process, hitting the CD and having the kids singing, okay? And this might even be the first week or the first 2 weeks, depending on the level, okay? And I'd like to stress one thing. Accuracy, getting the lyrics, getting the grammar points correct, is 10 times more important than having the song up to speed. Okay? So if your kids aren't stars and aren't singing it perfectly and jumping around, that's okay at first. It's really just accuracy, not speed. And that's the beauty of using the clapping, I think. You could slow it down. Hello, hello. I might be exaggerating, but do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so don't worry, we're not going to do the whole song. Let's just do this together. Is that okay? Just the first part of the song. Okay. So I'm going to say a short segment while clapping, and then please repeat that, okay? Bear with my voice. Okay, here we go. Ready? So, hello, 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 what's your name?
Hello, 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 what's your name?
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
My name is Andy. My name is Andy.
My name is Andy. My name is Andy.
Yeah, ready then? Last second. Hello, Andy, hello, Andy, hello.
Hello, Andy, hello, Andy, hello.
Right, okay. There's no reason to go through the whole song, right? But yes! But you can kind of see that if you were to just hit play on the CD and hello, 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 they're not going to pick it up. It's just going to sort of just fly through, their head. But if you break it down and you're repeating it and you slow down the speed, this is really the only way you can teach it. And then the thing is, after some time, a few weeks, 2 weeks, depending on the level, you could just increase the speed of the song. And by the end of the unit, they should all have it down. Okay? Is that okay? Any questions about that? All right. Now, moving on. After you got these bare essentials down, okay? The frame, the rhythm, and the vocab and everything. And you feel that the kids they're at, maybe you could set them off on their own a little bit along with the CD. Let's say we get to the building stage of building a house. This is the fun part, right? This is why you came. You get to, you're happy, jolly workers building your house. We'll say this is the singing part, okay? And when you're building a house, it makes sense. You divide the labor, right? You can't just have 20 guys building this part of the house. So I would recommend doing that the same thing with the songs. So, example, maybe you have 4 kids in the class. Have 2 kids do the hello, hello, hello part. And then in response, what's your name? Or my name is, okay? So you could break it up. There's 2 reasons why I think this is a good idea. One, it decreases the pressure. The kids are sitting there, oh no, this is the first day I have to remember this whole song. It's even hard for us to remember a whole song right away. So that's one thing. It decreases pressure for the students. And then the following week, you can switch the rules, okay? Another thing is that, example, if you're doing a question and answer song, like this hello song, right? It provides context. It's a real life thing. Hello, what's your name? My name is. And then they'll really feel it. So it's a really good thing to do. I recommend that. Moving on. So now you got your house done. The kids are saying, yeah.
Sorry, how would you explain to the kids that you sing this part, you sing this part?
Pointing.
Let's begin.
Yeah, example, like you guys can sing. All right, ready? They'll know by my body language. They might not get it the first time. Maybe not the 10th time, but they'll get it. So just like, hello. I'm not giving them attention at first, and then what's your, my name is, and they'll get it. They'll get it, of course. Okay? Just body language. You don't have to explain. Now you guys,
Okay.
they wouldn't be coming. Yeah.
I'm kind of new at this,
Okay.
obviously,
Me too.
so I haven't used the music yet.
Okay.
Except for the AOK class.
Cool.
What age group is this not?
Okay. To be honest, my last section, I'm going to get to older kids. And I would say, I don't want to say there's any specific age group it's not good for, because there are some kids, they're 12, 13, they love to sing. But I would recommend for kids who are older, maybe like teenagers, and they're in like the Let's Go books, but they're just too embarrassed to sing, or they're difficult. They're having difficulties fitting in or something. But I'm going to talk about that last, so we'll come back to that if you have any more questions later. Okay? All right. Next, when you're painting your house, you want your house to look beautiful, right? You want it to have, stand out in the neighborhood. I would recommend adding, this is the part where you could add props and gestures to your songs. Props, I mean like dolls, or if you're doing a food song, if you have food cards. And by gestures, I literally mean gestures, like, hello, what's your name? My name is. And this is the part where it's really up to you guys to be creative, okay? You can create your own gestures, your own props, and the more you do that, the more the children they're going to get out of the song, okay? Because the higher physical activity you have in the class, the higher retention level, And that's the same reason I want you guys to join in today. So I'm just speaking at you guys. Maybe if I asked you in a month, how much do you remember? It might be like 10% of what I said. Maybe if I asked you, if I had you write everything down, you'd remember maybe, 50%? Yeah, like a test, right? But if I have you guys, doing all three together, hopefully you're going to remember most of this stuff, like 85, 90%. And it's the same thing with music. So have the kids, their full body, the physical activity, higher retention, okay?